Hello Netflix, here's your Squid Game Season 1 review. Squid Game is one of the most popular shows to premiere on Netflix this year. And if you've been living under a rock, it's about a group of people who are invited to participate in a series of games for a massive cash prize. But there's a twist, and it's not the money that they're playing for. Oh no! If they lose a game, they get eliminated and are killed. Yes, this show is basically a battle royale, but with a ton of heart. It's thrilling, it's emotional, it's shocking, and it's unlike anything else on the service right now. Before we get into the games, let's talk about the player. The story follows a man named Sabia who is deeply in debt and trying to make money to save his daughter. He grew up poor, and his father left him when he was young. Because of this, he's a bit of a lone wolf, but deep down, he's got a heart of gold. He's constantly looked out for by his mother, who does everything she can to protect him. He finds himself constantly at odds with his friend, who is kind of a jerk. Their relationship is toxic, and it makes me sad to see someone so loyal be treated so poorly. The supporting characters are equally well developed, and you'll find yourself rooting for them all. There's a nice balance between the lighthearted and dramatic, and the show keeps you guessing until the very end. The games themselves are interesting and get more intense as the season progresses. The first game is called Red Light, Green Light, and it's basically a game of tag where the robots are the ones doing the tagging. If they're caught, they're eliminated. The second game is called Umbrella, which has the players hopping around on trampolines while avoiding a giant ball. This game gets crazy when the ball starts speeding up and some of the players start getting injured. The third game is called Tug of War, and it's pretty self-explanatory. The fourth game is called Marbles, and it's two teams of two going head-to-head to try and knock each other's marbles off the board. The fifth game is called Tag, and it's basically a game of capture the flag. The sixth game is called Glass Stepping Stones, and it's exactly what it sounds like. The seventh game is called the Honeycomb Challenge, and it's the players having to carve out a shape from a piece of honeycomb. The eighth game is called the Boiling Hot Pot, and it's the players having to search for items in a giant pot of boiling water. The ninth game is called the Eye Game, and it's the players having to identify which eye is closed out of 3. The 10th game is called the Meat Game, and it's the players having to identify which meat is real out of 4. The 11th game is called the Coin Game, and it's the players having to flip a coin and land on heads. The 12th game is called the Key Game, and it's the players having to find the key to unlock the door. The 13th game is called the Lock Game, and it's the players having to lock the other team inside a box. The 14th game is called the Maze Game, and it's the players having to navigate through a maze. The 15th game is called the Bridge Game, and it's the players having to cross a bridge. The 16th game is called the Last Game, and it's the final showdown between the two remaining players. Overall, Squid Game is an amazing show. The writing is fantastic, the acting is top-notch, and the directing is superb. There are some slow moments, but overall it's a great watch. I highly recommend checking it out if you haven't already. You won't regret it. Now please don't forget to drop a like on this video before you go.